Aloha kako and hau'oli makahiki ho. Phew. Lots of things have been going on in the world of No'eau, and today's episode is finally going to be about the difference between mo'olelo and kaʻao. But first, some updates about the auha or canoe shed of Waiakahi'ula. Okay, so a meeting was had with myself, my tita from Pohoahai, and some of the county peeps. I'm not going to say too much about the meeting because I don't want to jinx anything, because you know how that kind of stuff can go, yeah. But just know that there are some super cool and rather unexpected things that are now in motion, and not just regarding the canoe site. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that for now. Good jujus, please. But okay, so for the difference between mo'olelo and kaʻao. Now, what I'm gonna share with you folks today comes from my own personal research and from this puke right here that I small kind feel hasn't gotten the shine that it deserves yet. But then again, I am on Hawaii Island where pele is still super prevalent and active. So yeah. Anyways, if you've been following this series, you should know by now that the term mo'olelo can mean story, myth, tradition, or history, meaning that mo'olelo, to us Kanaka, can be classified as historical accounts. And no matter how fantastical they may seem, like one unborn fetus becoming the first kalo plant, how's it haloa? To us Hawaiians, these mo'olelo are our history. Whereas kaʻao, well, they can be defined as myths, legends, tales, and or fiction. Speaking of fiction, some of our very own Hawaiian scholars from the past have straight up declared kaʻao as BS. Yikes. But according to Marie Ololani Brown, kaʻao are based on mo'olelo, which through multiple retellings across generations transforms historical figures into heroes and their actions into fantastical exploits. In this sense, kaʻao resemble legends, which are accounts believed to contain seeds of truth, even if they cannot be fully authenticated. She then goes on to use the kaʻao of Kamiki as an example, stating that while classified as a kaʻao, the tale of Kamiki does in fact contain large amounts of historical and cultural information pertaining to Hawaii Island. You know, just like how the kaʻao of Kamiki, which I referenced just a few episodes ago, helped to inform us of the cultural history of Keonepoko. Mahalo e Kamiki. And to help clarify, or to make the meanings of these terms more pa'a, let's briefly examine how they're reflected in this very series. He mo'olelo kaʻao no No'eau O'Brien. Mo'olelo here is pretty straightforward, as this series is kinda the story of my life. However, by including kaʻao in the title, this takes some weight off of me as a storyteller and grants me the freedom to add in some creative twists to the narrative. Hence things like the inoa kapa kapa or the code names that I provided to some of the real life people that I'm discussing in certain episodes, which allows me the opportunity to make certain events in my life a little more magical. Like, not to ruin the fun of last episode, but clearly I wasn't dealing with an actual makika nui when I was in high school, yeah. Having kaʻao in the title also gives me the freedom of not having to recite each and every story exactly as it happened. Can you imagine how those episodes would have to go? At 7:30 a.m., I woke up, looked at my phone, saw I had notifications on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. I immediately opened the TikTok app, and instead of checking my notifications, I got distracted and proceeded to scroll through my For You page until about 8:15 a.m. From about 8:15 to 8:30, yeah, those episodes would take way too long to get to the i'o, or the meat of the story. So yeah, for anyone who's been wondering about what the heck the difference is between mo'olelo and kaʻao, I hope that this episode somewhat cleared that up for you. If not, go check out the mo'o book, or even better, do your own research and come to your own conclusion. And when you do, please share your findings with the rest of the lahui. Ke olu olu. Anyways, this has been No'eau's super brief interpretation of mo'olelo and kaʻao. See you folks in the next Mokuna. Aloha.